Assurance நிற்கிறாங்களே. Good morning, children. I'm Senthilkumar. Today I am going to do a reading activity, right? In your academic syllabus. Today I am going to do it. Sources of information, Unit 6, right? Unit 6, sources of information, right? In the title, information, Unit 6, right? Today I am going to do it this session. This part is very prominent. We expect two questions. One is in the GC O-level exam, extract necessary information. They give it some models, informative models. For example, how we get the information, extract ideas. For example, they give a dictionary page or agenda, notice, just like something they give a question, paragraph, and ask you, there are 5 questions for 5 marks. The another expected question in this unit, in the GC O-level, is writing skill. Writing is essay writing. Now, today I am going to do it, the sources of information, just for the reading, right? So, now, I will do some activities from past paper also. So if you are thorough with that, next year surely you can get 5 marks from 5 out of 5. Easily you can get 5 marks. The first part, reading comprehension part, and another 5 marks from 15 marks for the essay. There's sometimes they ask us essay, right? They ask essay about sources of information, write an essay type question. Okay, now this is the way I am going to do it. Right, okay. Now, the first part in the textbook, according to the textbook, I am going to move the syllabus, right? Activity, I do it. This is a paragraph. What is sources of information? Right? I give it. This is called closed test. This is testing how you are thorough with your reading. This type of question is very prominent. This is the first paragraph in your Unit 6. Right? Now, okay, what I'm going to do, now read this paragraph and fill in the blanks, right? This is the comprehension about sources of information. You have to do it, read it quickly. An information source is dash that might inform a person dash something or provide third dash of it. Information can dash from different sources such as people, television or radio, then dash books, journals and magazines, encyclopedias and web pages, full stop. Dash types of questions require sources of information. The type of information you need will change dash on the question you are trying to answer. This is the first paragraph in your textbook. I take it from your textbook, right? How far you are thorough with your reading. Reading means just take it and don't read like that. This type of question is very compulsory in the GC O-level. Now I am going to give you practice it, right? How we are going to fill it. Here, if you want to do this type of questions, this depend on your word class. Word class mean noun, major word class, noun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunctions, these are the things. We have to find it here. What are the things, right? What are the word appear here? First one, an information source is, here, see it, depending, newspaper, noun, right? Come, about, knowledge, different, anything. The possible answer is information source is anything. Anything that might inform a person. Second thing, dash, inform a person, dash, second dash, something. So here, something, here is, what is the possible answer? About, preposition, right? About is a preposition. About something, or provide of it. Provide, what is it? Provide, verb, so it's going to finish it. Provide knowledge of it. Knowledge of it. So what are you going to do it? You are going to thoroughly read it. First, information can so come from, verb, can, have auxiliary, so main verb, come from different sources such as people, television, or radio. So here, same word class, television, radio, right? So they say here, possible answer, another source, newspaper. But newspaper, books, journals, and magazine, encyclopedias, and web pages. Okay, dash type of question require. What is the answer? Types, noun, in front of the noun. What is the possible answer? Different. Answer is different types of question require source of information. The type of information you need will change. Will change is a main verb. So depending on the question, here answer, possible answer, depending on the question you are trying to answer. Now this is the type, it's a passage about what is source of information. Anything, source of information mean anything, might inform a person about something, provide knowledge. Giving a knowledge is sources of information, right? What are the sources of information? They give it, such as mean they are going to elaborate the idea. People, television, radio, newspaper, books, journal, magazine, encyclopedia, web pages, right, etc., etc. All are, what is that? Sources of information. In the exam point of view, sometimes they ask, write an essay about libraries. Mobile phone is a bane or boon. There are advantages and disadvantages of mobile phone, advantages and disadvantages of internet. They ask that so many, it's a type, right? If you studied, read it, one essay in the, right, prepared one essay, you can reproduce it for different question. Every year they ask a different types of question. Sometimes ask about the, so books are the sources of knowledge. Libraries are the one of the sources of knowledge. Write it about the libraries. Magazines, internet, mobile phones, right? So these are the things they are expected for the writing part. So what are you going to do? You have to prepare for that. You have to read and gain some ideas how I am going to organize my writing skill. So this is an introduction in your book. What is sources of information? Is it okay? Here, sources of information. See it, this is also an activity appearing in your textbook. Just they are using to match it. I ask you, you write the name. What is this? These are the collection of articles, pictures about various topics of popular interest. Interest, popular interest, adjectives, and current events. Usually, these articles are written by journalists or scholars. What is this? The question is, what is this? They are describing what? Can you guess it? Collection of articles. Article mean essays, right? Essays, pictures, various topics of popular interest, current issues. Can you guess it? What are that? Magazines. You can imagine, is everything in the textbook? Magazine. Magazine means, you know, Times magazine, Frontline, right? There are so many. India Today, there are so many magazines. In Tamil, Ananda Vigadan is a magazine. Kumudam. So, they are collection of articles. Write about essay, sources of information. You are going to, in your own, you are going to write this passage. That is why I introduced you. The answer is not prominent here. I am not teaching you. If you want to write it, automatically you write it. Magazines are the one source of information. These are the collection of articles. You have various topics, popular interest. You are going to, in your own way, you are going to produce that. Described about magazine. For example, right? About magazine. For example, India Today. You can write 2 or 3 magazine examples. You can write one paragraph. That's enough. Is it okay? Next one. These are the collections of articles about current events, usually published daily. Since there is at least one in every city, it is a great source of local information. So, what is this? Anyone? These are the collection of articles of current events published daily. So you automatically understand this is a newspaper. What is this? Newspaper. This is one of the newspaper is one of the sources of information. Sources of information, right? Sources of knowledge. Newspaper. Then you are going to elaborate that idea. Newspaper. What are the main events in the newspaper? Local news, foreign news. Then after that, go to the editorial, right? Advertisements. There are so many sports news, weather forecast. There are so many sub. If you want to write it, then elaborate that idea. Is it okay? What is newspaper? This is another sources of information. Third one. These cover virtually any topic, fact or fiction. This is one of the most common source of information used by many people. What is this? This is one of the virtually topic, fact or fiction. Fiction mean imagine. Fact mean real things. Fiction mean imagination. Imagine stories, just like stories. This is one of the most common source of information used by many people. What is this? Yeah, normally we use it, call it books. Books are the commonly used by many people. Okay? Quickly. Next one, fourth one. These are the collections of short factual entries. There are 2 types of these called general and general ones provide overview on wide topics, while others contain in-depth of entry focusing on the field study. Right? Short factual entries. There are 2 types of There are two types of these called general subject. General ones provide overview. These are the collection, sorry for the interruption. These are the collection of short factual entries. There are two types of these called general and subject. General ones provide overviews and wide variety topics, while others contain in-depth entries focusing on the field of study. Right? This one is called, there are collection of short factual entries. There are two types of called general and subject. Deeper level studies of information, that is called what is this? Encyclopedias. Right? So if you better go to and find it, what is encyclopedia in the libraries, you better see it. It's give very deepest meaning, depth meaning, right? If you, for example, if you see the word in encyclopedia apple, they say there are what is apple, types of apple, what type of climates need to cultivate apples, right? There are so many, they give information that is called regarding whatever the countries it's cultivated. There are so many things in the encyclopedia, very depth level, very vast. Dictionary only one or two words, apple is a noun, then they say it's a kind of fruit, right? Like that. It's give more idea. Next one, this allows you to access information on the internet through a browser. One of the main features of this speed, this contain information beyond plain text. It includes sound, images, video. What is this? Website. This is called website. So, you should understand that what is website, advantages of disadvantages. Sometimes they ask you a question, what are the advantages and disadvantages of internet? Then you are given introduction part. That is why I give you have to read it in the textbook. These are the questions I take it from your textbook because I want to thorough with that. Right? Okay, next one. Last one. This is an organized and searchable collection of online records of every item in the library. If you want to borrow books, normally, whether the book is available in the library, what do you want to do? Normally, we go and ask the librarian. That's not a thing. We have to, right, check it, that book. That's called online library catalog. So, catalog means according to the author's type, right? Type, according to the authors, or according to the title of the book. We can refer it. Is it available in the library? It is, right? Available in which section? We can see it and immediately go and find it. This is an organized and searchable collection. Searchable means go and find it. Is it okay? Right? These are some of the examples for the sources of information. There are so many sources of information. Only I just talk about some sources of information. Is it okay? Very simple, but what do you mean by simple? These type of questions are very simple, but I expect you have to practice, read it thorough, right? And it should include in your writing skill. Then only your essays, we expect this type of essays. Next one of the sources of information is dictionary. Dictionaries are the very prominent, you know, in English language learning, dictionaries are the very prominent part. A dictionary is a source of information which is useful to you in your studies. Why we use the dictionary? What are the uses of the dictionary? First, we have to check the spelling. Find the word, right? The spelling. For example, some of the words we have to go and find it. The spelling. Okay, spelling. Right? Before that, I asked you in the spelling whether you are a grade 10 students. I asked you about one question. How many times you have to refer? Most of you are using phone dictionaries, right? E-dictionaries. Mostly you are using e-dictionaries, right? I better suggest you have to use manual dictionaries, books. Then only you are very familiar with that, right? Okay. Now I am going to ask you, if you refer the dictionary, you can easily tell the answer. You are using the dictionary. In English, there are 26 alphabets in English. How many? 26. What are they? A to Z. Okay? A to Z. A, B, C, D, like that. These are called alphabets. In English, two alphabets always used together. Have you understand the question? Two alphabets in English always used together. What are they? If you refer the dictionary, you can easily find it. If you have practiced with the dictionary, have you understand that question? Two alphabets always used together. This is spelling. What are they? In your experience, I think from grade 3 to you are studying English. Up to now, grade 10, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. How many times you have to say? Now I ask you, two alphabets always used together. If I, for example, if I say A and B, if you use the A, letter A, the next letter should be B, but these are the wrong. We never use like this. Only two. What are they? The letter Q and U. Is it practice? You have to find it in the dictionary, go and find it. The Q, there is no word QA, no QB, only QU pages are there. These are the things we have to observe from the dictionaries. This help us. Q, question, QUEST, qualification, QU, quality, 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 quantity. All the, if a word start with a Q, next letter should be U. So, when we are using dictionary, we have to refer the spellings. Automatically, right? These are so many, like this quiz. These are called quizzes. There are so many quizzes are there in the for spellings, right? Okay. Next one, meanings. Meanings mean, sometimes you are saying, the meaning of the word mean synonyms. Sometimes if it is very difficult to understand the synonym, same meaning, you can explain the word through antonyms. Opposite meaning. So you can refer the both. Sometimes synonyms are very easy to explain that word. Sometimes they use it antonyms. Okay? We can use it a meaning, that's How to pronounce the word in the dictionary, third use of the dictionary, most of us are not familiar. This is called phonetics. In the dictionary, right? For example, there's a word apple. Next to that, between the two slashes, apple, not apple. Okay? This is called pronunciation. We have to learn something, right? We have to study some phonetics letters. For example, we say C-A-R, car, car. Actually, it's wrong, car. In English pronunciation, C, they give the sound K, sound, car, right? Car. This type of sound system, car. Not car, We have used it in Tamil. Actually, that's wrong. R, we give it sound. Father, mother, So these are going to actually, if you want pronunciation, pronounce the word perfectly, you should use the dictionary. You should refer that. Right? The word class. Next, noun, verb, adjective, adverb. These are the word classes. We refer that because, why we want to refer that? Right? Then only you find a word meaning. That's not enough for us. We are going to reuse that word in the writing skill or speaking skill. So, we should know what is the word class. If it is a noun, we should understand if we find a word that is a noun, right? It's come under a subject. We can use it as a subject or object. Subject or object. If it is a verb, we have to use it next to the subject. If it is an adjective, it is related with the, right? We are using before the noun. Adverb, it describes verb, so it mostly used describing after the verb. Describe adverbs. So like that, automatically we can understand where we use it. So very important, word class, noun, like that. Some example sentence using that word, they're helping to, right? Give more example, clear picture, clear meaning. Different form of the word class. For example, word, different form. Eat. Eat is a one form. Ate. Eaten. Past participle. So, these are called different forms of the words. Is it okay, clear? Different forms? Most of the, we call it irregular forms. Irregular verbs. Right? These are the different forms of words. Last one, plurals of the nouns. For example, bacteria is a singular or plural. We doubt. Bacterium. Data, datum, like that. Some, right? How is it the plural? Right? For example, ox. What is a plural? Oxen. So these are the things we use it extract from the dictionary page. Is it clear? What are the uses of the dictionary? Spelling, meaning, how to pronunciation, word class, noun, adjectives, right? Example sentences, different form of the words, and plural forms. Is it okay? Now, these are the functions of the dictionary. This is from your textbook. Now, I am going to give you an activity. This is 2015 question paper, GCO level 2015 question. I take it. See? Dictionary page. This is a work, right? On and off, this question, right? Appears in the papers, 2015, then 17, right? Mostly this question, so many, right? What is this? This is the vocabulary. This is called bankruptcy, pronunciation, word class, noun, right? Meaning, examples, they give you examples, right? And use it in the example sentences, use it in the, like that. This is the page, dictionary pages, okay? These are the question for that word. For the dictionary page, this is the question 2015. Find a word following phrase. Phrase mean, what do you mean by phrase? More than two words is called phrase. Find a word for the following phrase. Phrase mean more than two words. A wide piece of cloth with a message on it. Wide mean, you know, right? Very broad. Piece of cloth with a message. Right? Can you understand that? What is the meaning? There is the piece of cloth, they put it in the temple festival. Alright? May Day rally. Like that, they use it. What is that? We have to go and find it in the dictionary. A piece of cloth. See? A white, same word, white piece of cloth, a message on it. What is this? So it is called banner. What is the answer for that? Banner. Is it okay? Very simple. Easily you can get 5 out of 5 marks. Right? In this type of question, if you make any spelling mistakes, answer is wrong. Keep it in your mind. If you make any spelling mistakes, read 2 or 3 times and write it and check it your answers. Write the name of English food item. Very important, prominent. Write the name of an English food item. Right? Okay, just go and check it. See? Scottish flat bread roll made from bannock. Bannock. What is a flat? Scottish. Scottish means there's some English. Here, another one. Banquet. Formal meal prepared a large number of people, important occasion. This is also one type of meal, but they ask that English meal. So answer is, this one is the correct one. Bannock. Answer is bannock. B-A-N-N-O-C-K. Bannock. Right? What is the answer? Bannock. B-A-N-N-O-C-K. Bannock. Is it okay? What is the meaning of the following phrase? Howl like banshee. Howl. Howl mean, you know, wolf howl. Wolf. Wolf mean animal lives in just like a dog, right? It's live in the forest. Howling, right? Okay, dog barks, wolf howl, fox howl. So you can go and find it. Howling. So we have to just find it. Intent, banquet. Howl. See? Same word. Banshee. Make a lot of unpleasant noise by shouting or crying. Banshee. What's the answer? Is ban. What is the meaning of the phrase ban? Banshee meaning they ask that meaning, sorry, the answer is to make a lot of unpleasant noise. Banshee mean make a lot of unpleasant noise, shouting or crying. This is the answer. Is it clear? Okay, next one. Write a word which can be used both as noun and adjective. One word can be used as a noun as well as adjective. So we just go back and find it. See? Noun, Baptist, noun, Baptist to adjective. So what is the word? Baptist. So last question, Baptist. Baptist. Next one, find a word for a group of language spoken in certain parts of Africa. Language spoken in certain parts of Africa. So, once again, we go back. Bantu language, Bantu. What is the language? Bantu language, a group of related spoken central and southern part of it. So, this type of questions, very simple. Just extract information. Read the question carefully and go to that page and carefully extract the answer according to the question. You have to write it. If they ask that meaning, you have to write the meaning. Word, you have to find a word. Is it okay, clear? This is the one of the question. Right? Sources of information, you have one compulsory question. Different questions are there. You have one every year. There's this topic for the 5 marks in the GC low level exam. One compulsory question is there. Right? Is it okay? Very easy. You can easily get 5 marks. Next one, I go to that. See, 2019, last year paper. Study the content page of the textbook. Book is also sources of information. They change it different types. Dictionary page, book, sometimes they give it agenda. Is it okay? That is why I tell you this type of question models, I take it and do it. That is why this topic is introduced in the textbook. There are so many sources of information they introduce. Even one time they asked television schedule, program schedule, agendas. They give it and ask some questions. Okay. Study the content page of the textbook given in a box A. Write the relevant page numbers or unit against the title in the box B. You have to write this relevant page. Brief history of the earth, agriculture equipment, human waste stream, the challenge of homeless people, war of pests, international waters, water pollution. So, answer page, if you want to refer that pages, is they given 37 to 40. Is it okay? The tools that ancient people used in farming. Tools that ancient people used in farming. What is the answer? Agriculture equipment. 31. Sometime is may. Then we will check it. First you write it. 32, 36. How the planet in which we live looked like in the past. So, 26. History of the earth. Brief history. So, 26 to 30. Oceans in different parts of the world. So, world, international waters. 56 to 60. Low-cost housing schemes. Housing schemes, So, answer, what is that? The challenge of homeless people. What is the answer? 41 to 45. Is it okay? Last one, insects that are harmful for the crop growing. So we have to use it. What is the page? We have to refer the page. The war of pests, the pages 56 to 55. These are the questions appeared, Appeared in the papers, right? Okay. Right. Okay. This is the 2009. Very simple. This is one of those. So every year you have one question from sources of information. Keep it in your mind, like these questions. Is it okay? Now is it clear why the textbook is very important, right? Very simply, you can answer it. Now, next, I'm going to move it another part. Is it okay? 2018 paper. Read the following advertisement. The advertisement is also 18. See, another source of information. And complete the letter given below. Select suitable words from the advertisement. Write a one word in each blank. The first one is done for you. Book sale. Sumundu Publication and Ranvilla Public Library are teaming up to host a book sale. Books. Fiction, non-fiction, and textbooks on a range of topics will be available for sale along with DVDs and CDs. Most items priced below rupees 200. Wednesday, December 27 from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Ranvilla Community Center. This is an advertisement for what? Book sale. What do you mean by sale? Not sell. Sell mean verb, selling. Right? Sale mean they're selling the book in a cheapest price. Christmas sale. Is it okay? Sale is they are selling books in a cheapest price. Okay. Now, according to this advertisement, you are going to fill it. Okay, try your best. This is one of the. It's okay. Right. Sorry for the interruption. Right, I continue that. Dear Sobida, I saw an advertisement about a book sale in a local magazine. Here the question is, what is that? Write one word, okay? It's okay, keep it in your mind. Book sale in local magazine. I think it's a good chance for us as we both like to read. So they give an answer, books. There are what is that? Answer. Fiction, non-fiction, textbooks for what is that? Sale. Sale. For sale. Most of the items are priced. What is that answer? You have to. What is the word? Below. The answer is below rupees 200. It is on Wednesday. On Wednesday. On Wednesday, the 27th at the community center. At the community center. Community center. Shall we go? I look forward to hearing from you. Yeah. Very easiest thing. No, it's no, very easily you can score. So that's why I tell you, you can, if you do it, read the textbook, and the questions are like this in your GC O-level paper. There are 3 types of questions. 3 years paper continuously, every year, sources of information are checked in different, right? They made a question in different types. Is it clear? They ask the questions like this in the exam paper. Okay. Now, this is your workbook. The question appeared in your workbook, right? Read the following text, use suitable words given list below, complete it. This is from your unit 6 workbook about the library, uses of library, one of the essay. But if they give it a essay, you never read it. I know, you'll after that. Sometime in the exam, they ask that question, write about uses of libraries. Now, you are going to fill this question through the reading, right? Reading skill is one of the input skill. If you read only, you can write well. If you want to write well, if you want to write essays perfectly, the 15 out of 15, you can get 10 or 9 marks. If you want to get in the GCO level, if you get 10 or 11 marks, it's a very challenging in the essay part, right? If you want to write the essays and get more marks, you should read well. Reading is one of the input skill. Is it okay? Now, this is one of the reading activity. Through that, they improve your writing skill. Is it okay? Now, read it and do it the activity. What are the answer? Libraries have many uses. They provide different books to people. These books provide different information on dash subjects. Subject. You check it the answer. What is the answer? Information on different subject. It is true that libraries are necessary for see word classes. What is that? Social and national progress, right? So these are the adjectives. Here also for one of the adjective answer should be educational. Answer is educational, social, national progress. They are storehouses of, right? They are storehouses. It means they are the warehouses of, what is that answer? Knowledge. Libraries are the storehouses of knowledge where we can find all kinds of information and ideas. A subject. So answer noun, subject noun, library. A library provide all sorts of books on different subjects. We also can read many different books on the same subject by various writers. Thus, for reading the ideas of different on the same subject, so different writers on the same subject, for comparing the ideas, the library is the dash place. The is there, so superlative. Answer should be, what is the answer? The best place. Best place. Comparing the ideas, library is the best place. The library. So here noun, a library. Answer verb. So here provides library provides different newspapers in different languages, right? This enables us to be in touch what happens in a noun, society, in our society. Full stop. Society. Modern libraries now provide video cassettes and films on arts and sciences. We can, so here we can, auxiliary is a helping verb, is view, main verb, auxiliary. So it should be, we can view them in the library itself. Libraries have a proper, right, have a proper situation, or same word class, so atmosphere, or situation for the student studies. We can sit there for hours without being disturbed by any noise or talking. Now we can say that libraries are useful for everyone. Therefore, libraries are beneficial for our progress. Is it clear? This is the activity appeared in your workbook. Is it okay? This is the only activity. This type of questions also in your GC O level part 2 paper, this type of question also there. Sometimes they ask you can write essay about uses of library. Is it clear? So I will tell you about only part reading context. Sources of information, how use it in the reading context. Reading context questions. Is it clear? Right? That's all. Today is my part. If you have any doubt, you want to comment it. Right? Okay, thank you very much. I will meet again in the next class. Thank you. Okay.
Zoom 39